I am Subhashish Roy. So I am here with TechnePlus. I am a VP Digital Transformation, which takes care of their client businesses, which is related to either on digital technologies or emerging technologies, whatever the new age technologies my clients need. I am the person from TechnePlus for them. We are a company which is kind of focusing on three main areas. One is integration services. The APIfication is something which is a core focus area of us. Then we are a strong hyper automation service provider. All leading platforms, you name it, we have a good expertise in-house, ready, working for many large Fortune clients in hyper automation space. And then we are a company which is, you can say, having very strong ground in data lake kind of situation. We do almost everything in the data space, straight from ingestion to final BI data reproduction side. The data analytics side are the three areas which I would say that is a sweet spot for TechnePlus. So I would say, like, trend wise, whatever the push pandemic gave to the industry is still continuing. So people are investing it, but there is a gap which I see in my client area, that is people are not that happy with the benefits and goals which they are meeting with those investments. Now, I have been into the consulting space for last 16 years. Now with that, what I have seen, irrespective of which domain you are, largely I would see there are three basic problems which these technologies or the technology which our clients are investing needs to solve. One is a problem of disconnected systems, problem of disconnected people and processes, and problem of lack of intelligence getting back to the business people who are working on ground. Now, with this philosophy only, we started off our organization. We call it Connected Systems, Connected People and Augmented Intelligence. Now, there is a reason that why we chose those three areas of offering and why we are having this transformation objective of connected everything. Now, irrespective of which particular industry you are, what you will see is like there is a cluster of technologies, systems, stacks inside any single organization you pick. Now, those systems are not talking to each other. So that is where we kind of come up with our integration services to make those systems talk to each other. So that is our first and primary objective as a service provider, and a pain point which we have seen in the industry, that systems are not talking to each other. So that is the one thing, that connected systems element brought into the picture. Then there are connected process and connected people. Like you have different systems now, different teams working in a larger organization. But if you honestly do a bird eye view on your entire organization, you will see that you are full of silos. It's not a process which is kind of completely integrated, working, talking one to one another. Now with that, what we have noticed is there is an element where you need to rethink that how your organization process elements are interconnected, and if not, you need to think to an aspect, to a technology which can do so. Now, for that particular process, we have introduced that hyper automation practice, which talks about how you can connect your people and processes inside the organization. Now the last is, now if you see that every organization, whether it's a BFSI company or a manufacturing or a logistics firm, in the end, what you are doing is collecting data. Now, in order to do so, data is not just meant for management reporting, but largely if I see the organization, it ends with that. You invest on BI products and platforms, you generate a lot of reports. But what is the use of that report if it is just limited to a leadership group? So our philosophy is that data should be federated at every single individual level so that they can leverage by every single individuals. Now that is what augmented intelligence for us is. Now whatever insights which is kind of so far kept on BI dashboards, we are doing, we have introduced a framework so that how that generated intelligence can be fed back into the process at a process level, so that they can take a very informed decision. So just imagine a situation for a retail organization which is kind of evaluating which is in a brick and mortar model. Now imagine a guy who's taking decision on which particular product is getting pushed onto which particular store, without seeing what is the stock availability and what is the movement of product, likability of that particular area. But these details are already there in their systems, but not getting utilized. So this is where we kind of come and pitch in. So I would say the industry would, from CIO's objective standpoint, it would be divided in two parts. One is something which I would refer as tech heavy, and other is tech light. So tech heavy is the area where you will see increasing use of blockchain and metaverse kind of situation. And the tech light area is like this technologies like integration services, this low-code no-code platform will come up in picture. But eventually, the technology which to me will cut both this vertical horizontally is going to be data fabric. Now, if you see Gartner's reports also, they are largely talking about this term data fabric. Now, what this data fabric is that providing right data to right people at right time. So that is what is going to overarch every single both these verticals. So irrespective of which technology you use, but eventually you need to think of something which will secure your data and make it available for your users. And anything which is related to data will be a technology of future to me in coming years. So I think CIO would be, to me, with the changes, it's my perspective, is going to be a CEO of technology for that organization. And you rightly said many small elements are coming in play. Like initially, if you see CIOs 10 years back or 15 years back, it was more on infrastructure, business availability and continuity. Now with the growing technologization of the technocratization, you can see like security is playing a larger role, transformation has become a pillar, then this emerging technology has become an area of investment or an R&D. With this, I see that CIO vertical would be split across the small pockets. Probably I see a more CIO profile people working under a larger IT leader kind of profile, and that is how I think CIO industry will move towards.